Hello, I'm Juan Fernandez, and this is The Rundown. It's been 2 years since the police killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Now, President Biden is taking executive action aimed at reforming federal law enforcement. The order includes provisions to establish a national database of officers fired for misconduct. Chokeholds would be banned unless deadly force is authorized. No-knock warrants would be restricted at the federal level. Body cams would be used during arrests and searches, and new standards would be required for de-escalation and limiting the use of force. The president's executive order comes after bipartisan police reform negotiations on Capitol Hill failed to move forward. This afternoon, Governor Newsom and state lawmakers announced emergency actions to try to help curb gun violence in California. They pledged to move forward more than a dozen bills by the end of June, including allowing private citizens to sue firearm makers and distributors.
We need to increase our enforcement, taking the cue from Texas and the SB 8 bill that put women's lives at risk. We're going to use those core tenets to save people's lives here in California as it relates to private right of action to address the proliferation of guns, particularly, again, ghost guns and assault weapons.
That bill passed the Senate last night on a 24-10 vote. It now heads to the Assembly. Fleet Week is back for the first time in 2 years. It's the annual celebration of the nation's sea services, and it's being held at the Port of Los Angeles. Students from 15 local schools got a first-hand look at what it's like to be aboard a mega Navy ship. They toured the USS Essex and the USS Portland. The ships are docked in St. Pedro during LA Fleet Week. Today is a special day because the ships are not available to the public until this weekend. All right, now is a look at your forecast with meteorologist Alex Piston.
After a warm day inland, temperatures will cool off as we head into this weekend, this Memorial Day weekend, as we will feel 60s at the coast, 70s downtown, and a mixture of 70s and 80s across our valley communities. Tomorrow, near 90 degrees across the Inland Empire, lower 90s in the high desert with lower 70s up in the mountains.
Remember, we're always streaming on CBS News Los Angeles, and you can watch anytime on our free CBS LA app and on CBSLA.com. I'm Juan Fernandez.